Hi, this is Ishinru for Life, and today I'd like to take a look at Kusanku Kata. Kusanku is a popular kata in Okinawan karate. Soke Tatsu Shimabuku learned it, practiced it, and modified it to adapt to his Ishinru karate system. There are many interpretations and variations of Kusanku Kata. When I first learned, it was introduced as a night fighting kata. While that may not necessarily be the case, these techniques can be used anytime, day or night. It would be ludicrous to think otherwise. However, it did introduce the idea of a night fighting situation and offered some tactics and techniques that could apply. Today I'm going to present Kusanku in about 5 different segments, and it's a long kata, it's complex, it's physically challenging kata. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get started. The opening segment in Kusanku is often interpreted as to view the sky. My hands make kind of a triangle here, and I'm thinking that I'm trying to block out the light from obstructing my vision. I then feel around, elbows come together, hands together, protective position. I sense or touch and then react into my guard. I widen my stance, shift my weight into Zenkutsu. Blocking high, blocking low. I do the same thing to the other side, shifting my weight, turning my body. Now this upper block is curved around my head. Normally, in an upper block, the wrist would be straight, but here I have it curved, so I get protection both from the side and the front. This palm is flat with the fingers pointed inward. I execute a block, okay, distract, and shift into a reverse punch. Nice turn of the body, twist of the hips, shift of the weight, right into a block. Do it again, distract, punch, and block. One important note, I think, is that when I do this punch block sequence, is that I don't bounce my punch. Okay? I want to punch and block. Punch and block. Some people do side block. Either case, make sure you execute the punch. When I finish that, I want to turn to the other direction to my back fist and front snap kick. When I do this back fist and front snap kick, which I do numerous times throughout the kata, okay, one thing I want to try to affect is that this back fist strike comes just ahead of the kick. Okay? They're not simultaneous. Okay? This comes just ahead. I want to distract. I want to draw attention upward so that I can kick low. When I finish that, I turn back to the north and I'm in a guard position. Let's do another kata and we'll move into the second segment. In this next segment, I come to guard facing north. I step and I feel. I step and I feel. I touch. I touch, I react. Upward palm block, step slide. Punch underneath. Turn, pivot. Step and punch. Sweep. Strike, kick, drop, and block, come up, punch, cover, sweep, strike and kick, block, come up, punch, step away, come on. The idea that I'm feeling, then I touch. Touch is a key for me to react. I push an attacking punch up and I come underneath it. Then I turn 180. Leave this hand out as you turn for retraction. Also, I can use it to feel. Punch, step and punch and cover. I'm covered here. I get a nice twist and torque into this Iwadachi stance. Feel like you're screwing yourself into the ground here. Cover. This hand sweeps out of the way. Attack out of the way. This hand strikes. Okay? These hands should be level and even. This hand behind protects me. Okay? This kick comes right out of the crook in my bent leg, right at my knee. I turn do the same thing to the opposite direction. When I finish this, I'm going to turn and drop. Side block, up and punch. I'm dropping to the ground. Again, night, I'm getting down in the dark, trying to silhouette my opponents up above. Come up and punch. I end up in a kamae, and I'm ready to go off into my next segment. Let's try to put segment 1 and 2 together, and we'll move on to segment 3. I choose these segments because it generally moves from one kamae position to another kamae position. And in between, there's a chain of sequences, a flow of technique that I'm trying to incorporate, trying to tap into. So, segment 3 begins here, kamae, T stance. Again, back fist, snap kick combination. Then I'm moving in, dropping, elbow strike. Pivot, same thing. Now, when I'm doing this elbow strike, okay, I'm thinking that I'm attacking the knee. Okay? Now, if it's a straight leg that I'm attacking, I can attack the front of the knee, pull, and press. If it's a bent knee, I want to attack around the corner to attack either the inside or the outside. Right up to the other side. Come up 45-degree embusen. Guard. Feel, step, guard. 45-degree the other direction. Guard, feel, step, touch. Okay? So when I touch, I react. I get back on my north-south in a protective position. Touch, quickly back. Okay? Sweep, strike, kick. 2 bottom fist blocks. Step to the side, bottom fist block, come back, seiso on side block, 2 punches, pivot 180 degrees. Step to the side in this Iwadashi, bottom fist, back on my north-south Enbusen, 2 punches, pivot, kamae, and I'm ready to continue to the next segment. Try another kata. This next segment begins with my turn to the south. Kamae position, step out, Seiyuchin, back fist strike to the solar plexus. Then I'll execute a crescent kick. Drop, drop. So, this crescent kick, I imagine that I'm breaking a hold. Someone has a hold of my hand, and then I'm coming up with that crescent kick to break that hold. Could be blocking an attack, could be blocking a weapon. Okay? So, back fist to the solar plexus, crescent kick, and then continue your turn. Drop. And drop. So, when I do this drop, again, nighttime concept. I want to get down and lower my silhouette while still being able to observe above me. Now, how far do you get down? Far enough to accomplish your goal. Now, I've seen some people, they have this knee on the outside, okay? And they're crouching down very low. This takes a lot of flexibility, especially in the hip joint. Also seen where people get way down where their chest is touching the ground. All good, okay? If you can do that, do it, okay? At this point, I rise up, execute my block, 2 punches, then pivot back to north. Let me say, I also see people do this crescent kick with a very kind of aerial gymnastic move, okay? Where they kick and turn all at the same time. And you come down. That's cool, that's good, it's all good. I never practiced that way. I was never taught that way. But that doesn't mean it can't be done. I would follow what your instructor says. I was always taught to try to stay grounded as much as possible. Let's move on to the last segment. Do one more kata. So this next segment is a long sequence, a continuous chain of movement and techniques. I pivot, I'm faced north in a kamae, a baiting position, like Seison Kata, the end of Seison, a baiting position here. Okay. I'm going to step across into Iwadachi, push block, and Nukite, palm up, striking up under the chin area. My next direction is on this angled Embusen. I'm going to pivot on the balls of my feet, continue to get on that angle, and I lead with the leg block right into back fist and snap kick, followed by elbow strike. Then I'm going off on this next angle to the right, come to the center, retract your hands, get ready for double palm heel strike, groin and solar plexus. Now my next line is on 45 degrees off to my rear. Okay. That's my direction that my attack is coming from. I'm going to move away, leg block, and head cover. I'm moving away, leg block, and head cover. Okay. Nice right angle, good leg block, Seiyuchin stance. Then I'm going back on my north-south, Seiyuchin, bottom fist strike to the ribs. Guard. I'm going to pivot 180 degrees. X-block. back to T stance. Bring the hands to the right hip. Okay? I want to feel like I'm pulling a leg or pulling an arm after I do that X block. So if I was give you this look here, guard, pivot, 180, X block, back to T, pulling, double kick. X block, side block, moving forward, 2 punches. Then I'm going to turn, I'll be facing back to the north. So it'll look like this, double palm heel, move away, hammer fist, cover, pivot 180, X block, pull back, double kick, X block, side block, 2 punches, guard, come on, guard, finish, and I'm done. Anytime I'm moving, you know, I want to move on my center, okay? Anytime I'm moving, especially on these turns. I want to think about my tanden being tight, being like the size of a marble there, and I want to turn around that, okay? If I do this hammer fist, bring these hands back to the hip, so I get that nice tight turn. That applies across the board. There you can see a lot of movement, okay? Very challenging kata. Okay? You need to develop the flow, but we also want to have the striking power. There's nothing weak about Kusanku kata. The strikes, the kicks, the blocks, they got to accomplish their intent. Got to put 100% into it. What's your intention? Let's finish up with one more kata, see if we can establish the flow, focus, transfer of energy to an effective and efficient kata. Okay, Kusanku, to view the sky, twist, turn, shift, flow of energy. I'm thinking light when I'm moving, when I'm striking, I'm focused. Remember the formula, form plus speed equal power. Learn, practice, enjoy. I really like this kata. I've done it countless number of times. It makes me happy. I'm glad that I can do all this movement. It's invigorating. It's massaging. It's cathartic. It trains my mind. I'm training my body. Shiagi, polishing. Ishinru for life. Thank you.